Following their first loss of the 2024 NFL season in Week 11, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs have bounced back with 2 straight wins, the most recent coming on Black Friday against the Las Vegas Raiders, 19-17, at Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium. One of the more exciting moments of the game came late in the second quarter when Mahomes hit tight end Travis Kelce on a quick 5-yard pass on 3rd and 10. Before he pulled off a familiar highlight, as Kelce was about to get hit by a Raiders defender, he lateraled the ball to running back Sage Penn, who then ran another 10 yards and picked up the first down, a 15-yard gain in total. On Wednesday, Mahomes spoke in the Chiefs' media availability, where he admitted that this kind of play from Kelce is organic and not designed. Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes says that Travis Kelce's laterals are all organic and that it's all about his mastery of the offense and knowing where players are going to be. Mahomes, the 2-time NFL MVP, went on to further break down the wild play from Kelce. The play the other day, Kelce was just kind of a check-down guy. He was open, Mahomes said. I was going to throw it to him, try and get as close as I can to 4th down so I can try to convince Coach Andy Reid to go for it. The former Texas Tech star then added that Kelce is well aware of the consequences of a botched lateral play. He does that in practice, and it started off as kind of a joke, and then now it's kind of become a thing. And as long as he completes it, Coach is going to keep letting him do it. But he knows the consequences if he doesn't, Mahomes added. Mahomes finished the Week 13 when completing 26 of 46 passes for 306 yards and a touchdown, while Kelce added 7 catches for 68 yards. The 2 All-Pro stars have helped guide Kansas City to the best record in the NFL heading into Week 14 at 11-1. They will get the Los Angeles Chargers back at home on Sunday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs are set to face the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football in Week 14. And with the eyes of the nation upon them, the defending Super Bowl champions were dressed for success as they entered the locker room at Arrowhead Stadium before the primetime divisional showdown. The Chiefs star duo of quarterback Patrick Mahomes and tight end Travis Kelce wore their Sunday best for the occasion and showed off their signature style as they walked past cameras before kickoff. Mahomes wore a khaki number with a long white undershirt and a stylish pair of Oakley sunglasses. Kelce wore an oversized V-neck sweater, cargo pants, and sported his iconic perfectly coiffed hair. Here's what the rest of the reigning Super Bowl champions wore ahead of their matchup against the Chargers. The Kansas City Chiefs are set to face the Los Angeles Chargers at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday, December 8th, in Week 14 action. Kansas City currently holds the top record in the AFC and is in line to win the coveted number 1 seed for the playoffs and the home field advantage that comes with it. But before the Chiefs can look forward to a much-needed breather before elimination games start in January, Kansas City must take care of business against Los Angeles to maintain its stranglehold on the conference standings. The experts at Pro Football Network shared some key insights about the Chiefs and Chargers ahead of Sunday's AFC West showdown. Take a look at some of the key information fans will want to keep in mind for Kansas City's Week 14 matchup against Los Angeles. Injury update for Los Angeles Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert. After suffering an ankle injury against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, the former Oregon Duck star limped off the field before working with an athletic trainer. However, he returned to the field with the offense on the next drive in the first quarter. In the Los Angeles Chargers versus Kansas City Chiefs matchup, former Oregon Ducks quarterback Justin Herbert suffered an apparent ankle injury on a scramble attempt. NBC sideline reporter Melissa Stark provided an update on Herbert's injury status on the primetime broadcast. You could tell Herbert was in pain, Stark reported. He had a quick conversation with an athletic trainer, no exam, never tested it. They put some tape support over that left shoe, and Herbert went right back to his tablet. A few players did come over and check on him. He smiled and nodded. It's worth noting it's not the same ankle that he was on the injury report with earlier this season. Herbert missed time earlier in the season with an ankle sprain, re-aggravating the injury against the Pittsburgh Steelers and leaving the game in a walking boot. However, the Chargers' starting quarterback returned to full form, and Los Angeles has an 8-4 record. As Stark notes, Herbert's possible injury on Sunday Night Football is not the same one that the former Oregon Duck was dealing with this season. While the Chargers quarterback is able to play through his injury, Herbert's favorite target, rookie wide receiver Ladd McConkey, is out against the Chiefs with a shoulder injury, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. The AFC playoff picture slowly comes into focus. Sunday night's game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers is bound to have an impact on that postseason race. With a win, Andy Reid's Kansas City squad can lock up the AFC West for yet another season. A Week 14 victory would also keep teams like the Buffalo Bills at bay in the fight for the conference's #1 seed. On the other side, Jim Harbaugh has Los Angeles out to an 8-4 start to the year. A win is desperately needed to maintain any chance of winning the division, and it wouldn't hurt the Chargers' playoff odds either as a current wildcard team. How will the game unfold? The Kansas City Chiefs on SI Crew makes its predictions for Week 14 of the 2024-25 campaign. Joshua Briscoe, assuming that DJ Humphries gets the start at left tackle, I'm holding out hope that the Chiefs' offense will look substantially more consistent and more explosive with even average protection for Patrick Mahomes. The Chargers will be a tough test for whoever starts on the left side and for banged-up right tackle Kelce Taylor, but it should also serve as a good indicator of where KC's O-line currently stands. On defense, I hope Steve Spagnuolo lets Trent McDuffie follow Ladd McConkey for the majority of the game, while Joshua Williams should have a chance to show that he belongs in the starting lineup. The only thing that would truly surprise me would be a blowout for either team. Jordan Foote. In some ways, the Chargers operate similarly to the Chiefs. They don't have the league's most explosive passing game, and weapons-wise, there isn't a ton at Justin Herbert's disposal. Los Angeles thrives on running the rock, protecting the football, and hoping its defense can come up with stops. The difference here is Jesse Minter's defense is playing at a higher level than Steve Spagnuolo's. Despite that, Kansas City might be getting a boost at left tackle, and I'm not quite as worried about the cornerback spot if Joshua Williams is in the fold instead of Jalen Watson. Expect a close game here as Kansas City seems to have every week, but the home team will come away with a clutch victory over their AFC West rivals. Zach Eisen. All eyes will be on the newly acquired DJ Humphries. Sunday night will be his first live action since tearing his ACL last December. If he can give the Chiefs league-average left tackle play, it will be a massive upgrade over Wanya Morris. Kansas City's offense is poised to break out with the improvement in the passing game and the return of Isaiah Pacheco in the running game. Humphries could be the key to unlocking it. The Chiefs haven't played a great game against a divisional opponent all season. However, with a chance to clinch the AFC West, they put together a strong performance and come away with a decisive win here. Van Sickle. It's going to be a close game. There's no reason to think otherwise, no matter who the opponent is at this point, but especially against the Chargers. They're a divisional rival and the second-best team in the AFC West, so this game could very well come down to the final possession. Sports. Chiefs win 9th straight AFC West title, beating Chargers 19-17 on bank shot field goal. Los Angeles, December 8th, 2024, 8:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Matthew Wright kicked a 31-yard field goal that banked off the left upright as time expired, and the Kansas City Chiefs survived another close game, beating the Los Angeles Chargers 19-17 on Sunday night to win their 9th straight AFC West title. Patrick Mahomes led the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Chiefs, 12-1, on a clock-killing 4.5-minute drive to set up Wright's fourth field goal. It looked routine until the ball clanged off the upright in the latest narrow escape for Kansas City, which has won 10 games by a one-score margin. Kansas City's 9 straight division titles are too short of the New England Patriots' NFL record of 11. The Chiefs led 13-0 at halftime after the Chargers, 8-5, punted on their first 5 possessions, but Justin Herbert and LA woke up in the second half, scoring on each of their 3 drives. Cameron Dicker's 37-yard field goal put the Chargers ahead 17-16 with 4:35 left. Mahomes then went to work, hitting Xavier Worthy for 14 yards on 3rd and 10 and scrambling for another first down after the 2-minute warning. Mahomes scrambled, dodged a would-be tackle, and lobbed a throw to a kneeling Travis Kelce that allowed the Chiefs to run the clock down to 0-2. Mahomes was 24 of 37 for 210 yards, and threw a 9-yard pass to DeAndre Hopkins late in the first half for Kansas City's only touchdown. Herbert went 21 of 30 for 213 yards and a TD. Mahomes was sacked 3 times and has taken 13 sacks over the past 3 games, the most of any 3-game stretch in his career. The Chargers opened the second half with a 13-play, 79-yard drive that concluded with Gus Edwards' 3-yard touchdown run. Following a Chiefs punt, the Chargers then went 74 yards on 4 plays, aided by a 39-yard pass interference penalty on Justin Reed, to take a 14-13 lead. Herbert found Quentin Johnston for a 4-yard touchdown, the Chargers' first TD pass in 13 quarters. The Chiefs responded with Wright's 3rd field goal, this one from 50 yards after an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Trey Smith pushed Kansas City back. The Chiefs settled for Wright's 47-yard field goal on their opening drive, during which Mahomes passed Dan Marino for the most passing yards in the first 8 years of a career. Late in the second quarter, Herbert was hit by Kansas City linebacker Nick Bolton, forcing him to miss a play and leading to the Chargers' 5th punt. The Chiefs responded with a 9-play, 77-yard drive that ended with Hopkins' TD catch. Kansas City's halftime lead was its largest of the season, and it shut out an opponent in the first half for the first time.